What's up guys, it's Premium, and today I am bringing you patch note thoughts. Alright, so as you guys probably guessed, today I'm going to be breaking down the new patches and update that's coming to Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and what I think about it and everything that it entails and what it's going to do for the game really. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing that I noticed was the Giant is now going to be able to be purchased for the in-game store. So if you didn't get it with the season pass, you can get it now just as an add-on. I think this was a little late, it probably should have came earlier, but anyway, because I myself have the Giant and one of my friends has the Giant, but now all of us can get it, so that will be really nice, and it gives a breakdown of what the Giant is. Nothing special really, but now we're getting into multiplayer, the more important thing, and the big thing that everybody's been looking forward to is they are now introducing Blackjack, and what Blackjack is going to do is he's a person that we saw in the black market. He's going to be the specialist person, but what he does is there's two forms you can pick him as, alright? You can either pick him as one where you get to pick the specialist, but it takes a lot longer than it would with the other one, or the other one that I know the name of is called the Gambler. And when you run the Gambler, you earn the specialist a lot quicker than you would with the other one, but with that being said, you get a random specialist. You don't get to pick what you have. So the way that you get Blackjack is by completing the new weekly and daily weekly, yeah. And once you complete those, you'll get the Blackjack. But you only get the Blackjack for 60 minutes, which in my opinion is very good. But when you do get him, you get another contract that will, like, if you complete his special contract, you'll get a calling card. But like, there's not a whole lot of information on that really. Like, you'll have to kind of see what's going on with the calling cards. Like, I can't tell you a whole lot about that. Okay, yeah, the other one was Rogue, is the one that it takes longer, but you get to pick the specialist. The Rogue and Gambler are the two forms of Blackjack. And then from there we get into the daily and weekly contracts. Every 24 hours, and they switch at 10 a.m. Pacific time, so I don't know how to like correlate that to everybody else's time. But 10 a.m. Pacific time they switch. And then weekly contract at 7 days, obviously Monday to Monday, and then reset on Monday, 10 a.m. Pacific time. All kinds of different challenges, and if you complete both of the weekly, that's you get more crypto keys and the special mercenary contract, which is the Blackjack contract. Alright, so a new thing that they're adding for Codcaster, which is going to be great for it would have been good if we had it for MLG Anaheim or UMG Anaheim, I don't remember MLG Anaheim, that's right. Anyway, it would have been good if we had it, but they're adding more colors, so now like you can have Phase be red and Optic be green, or Dream Team be blue, or whatever you want. There's going to be 12 new colors. The X-ray now is going to be better, so you can see better through walls, because sometimes you can't always get as good of a look as you would have wanted. Like, so when they turn it on and you can see through walls, like just as a viewer, but it will be more clear now, so it will be an obvious kind of seeing thing. Now, like, there's a fix for the custom teams, like the names wouldn't work or however that was going. They made the X-ray more visible, like way more visible in Uplink and CTF, and now when you're in Codcaster it will display all of the attachments instead of just 3 if you have a custom class. Alright, and then there's a bunch of stuff with the groups, but I don't do the groups really, they're not that important to the game. But alright, now we're getting into the general thing. So all the playlists have been switched out, some of the leaderboards have been reset, nothing too important. Let's see. Nothing important. Okay, so now there's a patch where your missiles will actually lock onto the hater and will actually damage it instead of what it was doing. They fixed a lot of stuff with search and destroy and demolition to where you could glitch the bomb. A big note, like this is like the biggest thing that I got myself from the patch notes, is you can no longer lay down on the bomb site in search and destroy or demolition and see through the middle. They patched that. They have closed it so you can't do that. And your head glitch on the bomb, like if you're standing up and just like peeking over, they've lowered it, so you're no longer on a better head glitch. You're going to have to play a different vantage point, or if you just think that's good enough head glitch, you can continue to play there. But you have to be aware of the fact that they did lower that. The head glitch is not as dominant. I think that was a great patch, because if you were on, like, example for Redwood, if you were on this bomb right up here to the right, and you were trying to push in, and they planted from the opposite side, and you were pushing in from this room, you couldn't do anything. Like, that was it. You were, like, that head glitch was dominant. Alright, so there was that. Specialist. Rejack will now, the smoke will be better, especially if there's a power core, and they fixed that. They finally fixed the creative class patch where like everybody could put things on that they shouldn't. Like they could put specialist on as a secondary weapon, or like they could put blast suppressor on as a perk 1 and they could run 2 perk 3s, or like they changed all of that. And then finally, another one of the biggest patches that they had come in like right now is the sights. The ACOG, all of it's been reduced. So the ACOG, how the kick was reduced for it, done. Varix 3, done. Thermal, done. The surprising thing to me is the BOA 3 was one of the worst for it. Like, you can clearly see that there's a reduced recoil when you have the BOA 3 on, but they didn't patch that one. They only patched the others. But with that, that was the video. I hope you all enjoyed. It's been premium. I'll see you.